You're listening to Historical Perspectives with Mr. Malt. Learn about life by looking at our history. Teachers, for more information about historical perspectives, search Mr. Malt's Marketplace on Teachers Pay Teachers or at mrmaltmarketplace.com. Happy learning!
Gunner and Gavin's Cinco de Mayo plan. Twins, Gunner and Gavin, had only been living in the United States for a few months. They had moved from Mexico to a small town called Maple Springs. At first, everything seemed strange. The food, the weather, and even the way people spoke English so fast. But one thing Gunner and Gavin loved was their new school. Their classmates were friendly and curious about them. The boys enjoyed answering questions about their home in Mexico. With May just around the corner, the brothers had a big idea. Cinco de Mayo was coming up, and they wanted to share the special holiday with their American classmates. "We should tell them about the Battle of Puebla," Gavin said one day as they walked home from school. "And bring some of the food we used to eat at the festival," Gunner added. Their mom smiled when she overheard them. "That's a wonderful idea, chicos," she said. "Why don't you ask your teacher if you can make a presentation?" The next day, Gunner and Gavin talked to their teacher, Mrs. Carter. She thought it was a great plan. "You can present on Friday. It will be fun to learn about Cinco de Mayo from both of you," she said. Sharing their culture. The boys got to work right away. After school, they sat at the kitchen table with their mom and planned their presentation. "We should tell them how the Mexican soldiers were outnumbered but still won the Battle of Puebla," Gavin suggested. "Yes, and why that made people proud and strong," Gunner added. They also wanted to explain that Cinco de Mayo isn't Mexico's Independence Day, but it's about courage and teamwork. On Thursday night, the kitchen smelled wonderful as their mom helped them prepare some traditional Mexican dishes. Gunner spread guacamole on a plate, while Gavin filled small containers with salsa. Their mom fried tortilla chips, and soon they had everything ready: tacos, tamales, guacamole, and a sweet treat called churros. "I wish we could have mariachi music," Gavin joked. "Well, maybe you can hum a little tune," Gunner said, laughing. The big presentation. On Friday morning, Gunner and Gavin stood nervously in front of their class. They had decorated the board with colorful pictures of the Battle of Puebla, Mexican flags, and fun facts about Cinco de Mayo. Gavin started. "Cinco de Mayo is a holiday celebrated on May 5th to remember something important that happened in Mexico." Gunner continued. "A long time ago, in 1862, a big French army tried to take over Mexico. But the Mexican soldiers were brave and worked as a team to win the Battle of Puebla, even though it was very hard." The class listened closely as the brothers shared how people in Mexico celebrate Cinco de Mayo. "Where we lived, there were parades with music and dancers wearing traditional clothes," Gavin said. "And don't forget the food," Gunner added. "We always had tacos, tamales, and churros. Sometimes there were even fireworks." Then they invited their classmates to try the food they had brought. Everyone loved the guacamole and churros. A few kids asked for seconds. "I can't believe how good this is," one boy said, licking his fingers. After the presentation, Mrs. Carter thanked the brothers. "You taught us so much about Cinco de Mayo and showed us how special it is. Great job." New friends, new traditions. Later, as the boys walked home, Gavin smiled. "That was fun," he said. "I think our class really liked learning about Cinco de Mayo." "Yeah," Gunner agreed. "And now they know it's not just about food. It's about being brave and proud, too." When they got home, their mom gave them big hugs. "I'm so proud of you for teaching others about our culture," she said. From then on, Gunner and Gavin felt a little more at home in Maple Springs. They knew they had made a big difference by sharing a piece of their history and traditions with their new friends.
Thanks for listening to this Historical Perspective. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe. Also, search for Historical Perspectives on Teachers Pay Teachers to learn more about other topics, such as the Golden Gate Bridge, Henry Ford, schools in the early 1900s, and so much more. Happy learning!